where they just gentrifying that area now. They're building all types of condominiums and houses by FedEx Forum and Claiborne Temple. They just went in and just took that area right back and moved all of the citizens of South Memphis out, displaced them, no transportation, where they moved into Cordova, Germantown. Yeah, right now. And this used to be an area that white people wouldn't even dare drive through at night. But now, guess what? They want that because that's prime real estate. It's close to downtown. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they took Claiborne Temple. You know who bought that, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boss Ugly Bob.
Yep.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. You ride down through there, you know, you see the black-owned homes. You know, there used to be a nice little, you know, a parkway, South Parkway. There used to be a nice collection of, over there by South Side. Those were nice houses over there, man. It's look bad. But that's what this study is saying. This poverty fact sheet that came out through the University of Memphis, the social work department, Elena Della Vega, she was actually supposed to be here with us today, but we forgot it was Easter weekend, so she's traveling with her family. We hope she has safe travels. And we're going to reschedule her and get her on the show because we really like for our listeners to hear from her so she can talk more in depth about this study that she presented at a forum at the Civil Rights Museum. And I think... Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep. They said they wanted to make sure he wasn't playing possum. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll see you. Take care. Also, we've had a increase in the new Jim Crow, as it was written in the book by Michelle Alexander, since the 1980s of our black and brown brothers being incarcerated compared to our counterparts, our white sisters and brothers who are not being incarcerated. So the war on drugs took us out, and now we have more brothers in jail. And like you said, this poverty affects the children and the women. And in the words of Malcolm X, the most disrespected person on this earth is the woman. And so if you don't have anybody here protecting the woman or the children, we're doomed. And so, but the women have done a good job, but they need help.
And remember, Dr. Martin Luther King called out 3 evils.
What?
Poverty,
Mm-hmm.
militarism,
Mm-hmm.
and racism.
Yeah.
That they keep black people in bondage.
Yeah.
And prior to him being killed, he was planning the Poor People's Campaign.
Mm-hmm.
When black ministers invited him to Memphis to support the 1,300 black sanitation workers
Mm-hmm.
who was on strike for low wages and poor working conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And our mayor at the time was Henry Lowe III. He was anti-union and pro-segregation.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, his family still runs Memphis right now today. Matter of fact, they're building another condominium right there on Madison. And also, they're building right there on Union.
Now, listen to this. So, if he was the mayor during that time and all this land was there,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it was some signatures forged or some land pushed
Land grab. Baby.
or taken and just put to the side for generation to generation to generation? And how do you think I'm supposed to get on equal playing grounds when you are 5, 6, 10 generations ahead of me in income?
Well, you know,
Isn't that something?
he did not raise wages for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Lowe's Laundry.
Yeah.
From 1900 to 1925, and he employed hundreds of workers, most of them black women, and that they were the oldest and largest laundry business in the United States in the South with over 60 locations. And they paid the lowest wages in the South.
And y'all want to do a twerking contest.
Yes.
And talking about who's doing what on the basketball, housewives, and all this other stuff. And we have these issues going on in our world, in our nation, in our city.
And they said that one thing that he did when he was mayor, that things that need to be fixed in Memphis in the suburbs, he spent money liberally. But he skipped on the sanitation workers, and he forced the garbage men to work with isolated and dangerous machinery. Mm-hmm. And he served 2 non-consecutive terms as mayor, between which his brother bought his shares of the laundry business, and he ran a fiscal conservative Memphis, balancing the budget, even if it cost cutting workers and laying them off. He balked at appointing blacks to any important city government job, and he resisted attempts to integrate the public schools.
So I'm trying to figure out, why in the hell is his picture up in City Hall? Why would you celebrate a person?
We need to get him, take him down.
Yeah, take his picture down. Why you got this man on the wall in City Hall who said it? I don't like black people. Oh my God. Calling you live on the live show on KWAM 99 Talk Radio, The Voice, 107.9. What's on your mind?
What's going on?
Who is this? What's up, brother David?
What's up, David?
Hello? Hello?
But that didn't apply to me.
Me either.
That did not apply to me. That verse, the poor will always be among us. My name ain't on there. You know what I find interesting, David, because you know it's good to read every now and then. And I read a little bit. So you know that this city is 64% black and 30% white. But we're the poorest large metropolitan area in the country. And that our Chamber of Commerce.
Don't get me started on them.
Chamber of Commerce. Chamber of Commerce. That's what we need to be getting next. They got a thing on their website that said Memphis offers a workforce at wage rates that are lower than most other parts of the country. But look who they all come out and exploit. The capitalism that go on in this area around here. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, one thing I think that what we got to do, we have to educate our community so they can understand economics. And a lot of times when they see these big businesses asking for tax breaks, they don't understand how that's going to affect their wages. And I think if the people become educated to understand how this affects their wages, then they can become a little more astute about and press these city councils and the county commissioner about what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And, well, I guess when a person gets sick and tired, they're going to begin to inquire, to research, to ask, say, hey, David, tell me more about this, show me that. So if you like it, you like it. I don't like it. So I'm beginning to flip over every stone I can get my hand on. And now I'm going to propose getting Mayor Henry Lowe picture out of City Hall. Because there's no way that man's picture should be on that wall in the chamber of the mayors when he has this that laundry business.
Well, you gotta take Crump down too.
Take Crump down too. Take all them hillbillies off the wall who oppressed and exploited black people. No, why are we celebrating these men?
Oh Lord. You had a blum on me. Hey, we was in Mexico
on the boat chilling.
Yeah, we was in Mexico last
You know you gotta take a break from fight. You can't fight all the time. You gotta take a break sometime. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Hello.
But they don't know they the majority.
And they don't know the history. They don't know what he did. They don't know what Henry Lowe did. They don't know what Crump did. And these men pictures are on the wall and City Hall. Take their pictures down.
They don't know. I know.
Oh, David, you gonna make me drink my white Hennessy tonight, David. I didn't want to crack the bottle.
Let's crack that joint.
But I'm gonna crack my white Hennessy tonight, David. Have a great day, David. Thank you. Well, we made it to the end of our show. We're gonna have to continue this conversation about poverty.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Dr. Della Vega on the show when she comes back in town.
Black people, pick y'all some books up and read and read and read. And we gonna Tammy Sawyer, we gonna go get Henry Lowe picture and Crump picture off that wall in City Hall. Get ready. I'm going right with you.
So if you wanna fact find anything that we've talked about today, you can Google Memphis Poverty Fact Sheet. Memphis Poverty Fact Sheet. Google it. 2017 update. And her whole complete study is in there, and there's some more PowerPoint that she presented at the National Civil Rights Museum, and it's very interesting, it's very informative, it's very eye-opening. It should challenge you to get up and do better. You don't have to be an expert, but you need to get started doing something.
Lord have mercy.
Instead of twerking all the time.
Gosh.
Right.
Well, we made it.
We made it, Davey.
We made it. So,
I want to say happy Easter to everybody.
Yeah, happy Easter.
To everybody. And once again, if you're not busy, jump on over there to Condemonium tonight at the Playhouse on the Square, presented by Choices Reproductive Healthcare of Memphis. Also, happy Transgender Awareness Week. It's going to be Trans Visibility Week down at the Haven. Jump over there. They got the takeover at Side Street today going on today. It's about to end. And it was one more thing we talked about.
We have church service in the morning at 561 South Prescott. If you're looking for a church, 561 South Prescott, with a pastor, Dr. Donnell Gooch at the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated inside of Bunn Presbyterian. It starts at 12:15, so come by 561 South Prescott if you want to go to church tomorrow.
Easter service. And also, we are looking for sponsors and advertisers of the Unleashed Voice radio show. So if you're interested in being on our radio show, advertising while we're on the radio show, hey, this is a great vehicle.